Not very long ago, I was in fabulous Damascus as part of an improbable Orientalist sojourn. Rebels, I have heard, captured the water supply of that city. Pray they don't turn Damascus into the next Flint, Michigan. One rebel, I think I understand, was filmed eating the heart of a slain enemy. So charming. What a hero. Hollywood celebrates these psychopaths in the romantic form of the inoffensively named white helmets. They get lots of money and weapons and attention and favorable press from the Occident. There's so much carnage in Syria, I won't even get into it. Who'd want to get into it? But if you know anything about Syria, you know at least some of its people are polite and cultivated and will invite you upstairs for dinner, followed by hookah and extremely dense coffee. I was thusly entertained by a guy I met there. So I'm up on his roof, stomach bursting with stuffed grape leaves and exquisite falafel, baba ganoush encrusting my beard, relaxed and sated as fuck, smoking hookah with him. Awesome country, I belched. Syria's great. Such a joyous place, joyous culture, joyous regime. Not a joyous regime, he interjected, his voice dripping with melancholy, as honey from the bloated ass of an Australian honey ant, inclining his big sad eyes at the blood-red sun as it limped westward over the Mediterranean, like the sun itself were desperately seeking asylum. This pal of mine took a long pull of his hookah and exhaled, tendrils of fragrant smoke wreathing his face and mine. I could almost ignore the smell of unserviced trash and charred bodies and banned munitions. And the bubbles he inhaled up, crackling atop the roiling translucent murk behind his hookah's smoke-scarred glass, soothed and quieted the terrible explosions in the distance, the ominous jabber of Baathist and rebel alike, reminding me of how the sound of first-world pedicure, those mineral-rich foot baths of our God-blessed American first world, can quiet, though of course not completely, the soulful groans of our omnipresent homeless and shriek of cop-car siren. Not a joyous regime, he repeated. In the distance, I maybe heard a zither's plaintive staccato. I certainly allowed myself to imagine what pre-Mohammedan braless belly dancers must have been like, how exciting and beautiful to have caused religious prohibition of music itself, and for a minute I imagined bronze boobs. But my host suddenly turned to me, very swiftly and seriously, eyes glimmering, fathomless eyes bespeaking a brain pregnant with profound thoughts. Everything was still. The clouds and plumes of smoke, even, seemed to pause. And he said a third and final time, for emphasis, like this whole vignette weren't real, but literature. Ours is not a joyous regime, for this is Syria. Ours is a sad regime.